Hi, I'm Christoph. I'm a crisis campaigner for Amnesty International. I want to give you a quick update on what is happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You may have heard that there was some major fighting going on over the last 12 years in the region, and a lot of people think it's over and the crisis is solved. However, that's not true. Children are continuing to being abducted and turned into soldiers. It's a horrible place to be a woman today in the DRC. Women are being raped and sexually assaulted on a daily basis, and the worst thing is that the perpetrators are not being held accountable. Recent fighting has led to the displacement of more than 250,000 people who wander around and have no place to go. However, there are also some good news. The UN Security Council recently approved more than 3,000 additional peacekeepers for the region. That's really great. It's the first very important step, but it's not enough. It is not enough that the UN decides on something like this on paper and the member states do not follow through. Over the last few weeks, thousands of people in the US and all over the world have spoken out about the DRC. People care about the Democratic Republic of Congo. I care about the country. And I want you to join me to call on the US government to show leadership. US leadership is critical to ensure an immediate and effective international response to the crisis. Here's more information on what is happening on the ground right now.
Conflict has escalated dramatically in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo over the last few weeks. And as so often before, this is a war that's being waged mainly against civilians. More than 1 million people have been forced to flee from their homes in North Kivu province. And of those, many have been forced to flee time and time again by the violence, including from camps for the displaced where they thought they'd be safe. Tens of thousands of people are cut off from any form of humanitarian assistance. Every day we're receiving reports from the conflict zones of terrible human rights crimes committed by armed groups or by government soldiers that have gone on a spree of looting and killing. We're hearing of the deliberate killing of civilians, of aid workers being targeted, widespread rape, and the abduction of children for use as armed group fighters. In the face of this violence, the UN peacekeeping force in the Congo, called MONUC, requested urgent reinforcements to enable it to protect civilians more effectively. Amnesty International believes there's no more time for excuses. Every day of delay is costing lives. We're asking the UN Security Council to urgently reinforce MONUC, for corridors to be opened throughout North Kivu province for the delivery of humanitarian aid, and concerted international pressure to be brought to bear on the parties to this conflict to end all human rights abuses.